we're going to kind of tie everything together with our last example here and show you a whole lot of different things working together by really taking advantage of the relationships between all of this information. I'm going to show you the building blocks for this. This form is going to use 3 folios, 2 wrappers, and 1 spreadsheet. Let's look at the spreadsheet first. This is a mailing list spreadsheet. It lists, let's see, 500 people, has a bunch of names and addresses, and note at the end here, this last column is a hobby column. Each person in this spreadsheet has provided their favorite hobby: reading, golf, movies, TV, skiing, and wine tasting. I think 6 different potential hobbies there. Our job here is to send out a letter to one of these people, and depending upon their hobby, we're going to send them a different type of letter. For the people who have their hobbies reading, movies, or TV, we're going to send them some information about our bargain catalog. And for the people who have hobbies golf, skiing, and wine tasting, we're going to send them our really snooty upscale catalog. So depending on the information contained here in the database, we're going to build a different sort of a document for different sorts of people. That's the Excel workbook. Then we have 3 folios that are going to be used. I'll give you just a very quick look at each of those. Here is my collection of folios. 2 of them are catalog folios. I have a bargain catalog and an upscale catalog. The bargain catalog contains items like ramen noodles, tube socks, soda crackers, shopping bags, and ballpoint pens. My upscale catalog contains items like champagne glasses, golf carts, diamond rings, and mink coats. Each one of these catalogs has a couple of featured items. The featured items might change from month to month. Here in my upscale catalogs, my mink coat is featured this month. Diamond ring is not. See, the checkbox is unchecked. Golf cart is, champagne glasses is not. So golf carts and mink coats are featured in my upscale catalog this month. In my bargain catalog, the featured items are soda crackers and ballpoint pens. I also have a 3rd folio here called state sales policies. And let's actually open this one up and take a look at it. My folio state sales policies is just for each state: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, etc. For each state, it lists our sales policy for that state. It includes a graphic of the state flag. It has a nice background image there with a silhouette of the state in question, so that I can personalize these letters with the appropriate sales policy depending on what state the person lives in. Those are our 3 folios. Close that. Then we also have, in addition to our 1 spreadsheet, our 3 folios, we also have 2 wrappers. I'll show you both of those. We have 1 wrapper. Wrappers are ways of applying a look to a document. We have 1 wrapper named Acme, which gives us a very basic sort of an industrial look with a big red Acme in the background. And then we have a second one, close that. Sources, wrappers. A second one named Posh, which has a flowery heading at the top and a nice elegant border around the outside edges of the document. Those are our 2 wrappers, our 2 appearances that can be applied. And with all of that, we've now taken a tour of all of the components that this form depends upon. And here's the form itself. It's very simple. It's a letter, so it's going to have some address information here. It's going to show the favorite hobby of our recipient. And then this fetch code here, depending on which hobby was selected, it's going to either pull in the featured items from our bargain catalog, or it's going to pull in the featured items from our upscale catalog based upon which hobby was chosen. Then this fetch code here is going to pull in the appropriate sales terms depending upon what state this person lives in. The questionnaire to accomplish all of this only needs to ask a single question. It wants me to choose a recipient. So I click Fetch to choose a recipient. It reaches out into that Excel spreadsheet, comes up with the list of, I think it was 500 or so potential recipient names. I choose the one I want to send this letter to. I'll go with the top one there, Janetta Abdallah. And when I click the Fill button, everything happens. It fills in the fields. It pulls passages from those, whichever of those 3 folios are appropriate. It wraps the whole thing up with the appropriate appearance because Janetta chose golf as her favorite hobby. So we're going with the flowery, posh letterhead, and we're bringing in the featured items this month in our upscale catalog, golf carts and mink coats. And we pull in, since Janetta lives in Alabama, we pull in our sales policy for Alabama, complete with flag and silhouette. Suppose we choose someone different here. I'm going to choose Fetch Jeffrey, the second person on our list. And when I click Fill, not only do the fields change, but the content, some of the content and the appearance change as well. Now I've got this industrial looking Acme International letterhead going. The font, even the font here has changed from Garamond to Calibri. The items have changed because now we're pulling in the featured items from our bargain catalog, soda crackers and ballpoint pens. Here we have kind of a forbidding red text where we had a nice pleasant light blue before with our state flag for Alaska and our silhouette of Alaska. So the whole thing, the tone, the appearance, the content has all changed, and it's all happened because of the information in all of these external sources. Those sources could be Excel, Access, Outlook, SQL databases. It could be your contact management system. It could be your accounting package. Anything that stores information in a SQL database can be used and leveraged and analyzed to make decisions that drive the creation of these sophisticated documents. And that is all we need to show you today for Doxserá DB 4.0. Bob, do you have any concluding remarks?
Maybe just one or two, Scott. I'm fascinated, of course, with the features and the functions. They're incredible. 55 features, 130 functions, and it's just a wonder to watch them work. But more than that, I'm absolutely blown away by the intangible, the visibility and the access to relationships, the ability for management or knowledge workers to play what-if games.